We're here at UVic Stadium in Victoria. The stadium has an official seating capacity of 5,000 and it looks to be about one-third full tonight. UVic get on the board early with two penalty goals by Steve Piatek to go ahead 6-0. The Canadian team battles back and mauls one over to get in the lead 7-6. The conversion is made by Derek Daypuck. He goes 6 for 6 tonight. A good kicking display by the Canadian number 10. Some nice passing early on by the national team. This one unfortunately didn't make it in for a try, but showed some good quick hands as they moved the ball downfield. And Mike Webb sees the yellow early, gets sin binned, and the national team is down to 14. And here comes the second yellow to one of the Pletch brothers, Dan Pletch. Judged to put an elbow in on the tackle or a high tackle. So now Canada is down to 13 players. There's Dan marching off to join Mike Webb. The Canadian team battles back from this, however, and this is a big turning point is this run by Stu Alt. They're down by 2 players and he puts in this huge run that eventually leads to a try, and Canada goes into the lead 14-6. We see a nice pass back in here to Aaron Carpenter, and he just dots it down into the post. Daypuck converts and Canada is now ahead 14-6, even though down to 13 men. We have another nice run coming up here by the fullback from Newfoundland, Kieran Hearn, and he almost makes it in, but one of his teammates will I think this is Dave Spicer's run. A very good run here with a lot of power. Just powers over and takes about 3 or 4 UVic tacklers, would-be tacklers with him. So that's a nice try by David Spicer, set up by Kieran Hearn. And here we have Dan Pletch coming back on. So the national team scored a few tries while they were down. And the third run that sets up a try, this one by Dean Van Camp, as he just powers down. Rob McDowell makes a brave tackle there. And you'll see on the ensuing scrum that goes a little awry for UVic. Aaron Carpenter's opportunistic and just powers over for a second try. And floodgates are open now, and Canada is running in tries, getting some good open field runs, and we end up with a halftime score for the training squad of 28-9. The game gets a little feisty. Certainly emotions are running high. You can see this in the second half. And here we see Pat Reardon. By this time, UVic doesn't seem to want to tackle, and Reardon eventually gets taken down by McDowell, who's doing more than his share of tackling in the backs. Eventually that run would lead to a try on the far side of the post as Canadian forwards just power in. UVic players looking a little despondent at this time. And another run setting up a try on almost the exact same location as last try. Unfortunately, my camera position wasn't able to get the exact try score. And I think this is 6 tries now, so about 42 points. By this time, UVic seems to just be happy to kick the ball away. They've lost their appetite, it seems, for running at the Canadian team. And the Canadian backs are quite pleased to get the practice in running these back. And this is a very nice try. No, this is Phil Mack's run. He's always a scrappy player and gains a few hard yards there, although it doesn't produce a try. And the UVic players, you can see they're tired and getting beaten up here a little bit. I think that's the scrum half, Brian Hutchinson. Okay, this is the nice run by DTH. He fends off Moonlight and keeps in bounds and dots it down for the last try for Canada. Good solo effort by DTH. You can see by now how the rain's coming down. It's really affecting handling conditions now. And finally, UVic gets one. Steve Piatek makes a nice solo run. Gets tackled, but eventually gets offloaded into the corner. And UVic gets its first and last try, which ends the game. So good outing by the Canadian team, and final score of 47-16. And we'll hear what head coach Rick Suggett has to say. I'm here with Rick Suggett, head coach of the Canadian team. Rick, what do you think of this outing tonight?
I thought it was really good. I thought the Vikes did an excellent job at the start of the game and got some points on the board. And typical U of Vic fashion, they played a high-tempo game, and we had to weather the storm for the first 15 minutes, and then sort of wear and tear, and got the best of them, and the guys started putting some passages of play together and wore them down. But it's exactly what we need. The buy-in from the Victoria community, the crowd really got behind U of Vic as they should, and it was a really good atmosphere, and hopefully we can give something back into these games. And it was a good game for our guys. They've been training hard all week, and you can see there's 4 or 5 guys cramping up at the end of the game because Tatey's been running their bag off for the last 3 months, so it's been good.
All right. Any players stand out tonight?
Yeah, we were impressed with Steve Piatek from the Vikes. He made some good clearing kicks. He made a good break at the end to set up the score. We were impressed with Neil Meacham from the other side. High work rate all the way through. He shows his 7 skills, and his lines of run were really good. It was good to see Mark Lawson and John Teal helping out in the scrum on the Vikes side. And so from there, it was 4 players that we were pretty impressed with. And on our side, I was pretty happy with David Spicer captaining the side. He showed a little bit more leadership. We took the responsibility off of guys like Mike Webb, and I've been doing it for a while. In there, I thought DTH did a good job. He gave Mooner off the bus down the sideline on one, and showed why he's capable of running. Kieran here made a couple of good breaks. Dean Van Camp. So, we're rusty. There's no doubt about that. But we just have to put passages of play together and keep building our confidence.
All right. I noticed the players look quite a bit bigger since last time I saw them. So obviously you've been what you've been doing has been working.
You're absolutely right, Mark. We started our program for 3 months in the gym and training with these guys, with Tatey and with Tyler Goodall. And you look what the All Blacks are doing. They take their best 22 players and they put them in the gym, and they're training the daylights out of them so that they're bigger, stronger, and faster than the opposition. We're just trying to keep pace with the rest of the international rugby world. We're doing it on an amateur budget, and they're doing it on a professional budget. And so, credit to our guys for sacrificing the time and putting in the effort to at least be competitive at the World Cup.
Well, good luck, Rick.
Hey, thanks a lot, Mark.
Okay.